Hey everybody, welcome to another Taco Tuesday. My name is Davin. I'm in Georgetown, Texas. My name with the Hex community is Eco Builder. It's down here. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. I am a Cancer in Zodiac, so I think a certain way, like to bury myself in design, being a homebody. And the reason why I'm coming to you this evening is because I am presenting to you the Hex token. Now, I set up this Taco Tuesday to do every week because on meetup.com, there were some folks that were doing Ethereum meetups and Bitcoin meetups, and some folks doing NFT meetups. Well, NFTs were a fad and they were a bubble, and NFTs were not exercised to their full potential just yet. So it being a bubble, I wanted to save some people and bring them over to the Hex community. Hex is awesome because Hex is an honest, transparent system that allows you to invest in your future self. And the way that you're able to do that is you're able to stake your coins and earn a yield because you stake them. Hex runs on Ethereum, and as opposed to like Bitcoin or another blockchain. So you can acquire this token on top of Ethereum and then pay Ethereum fees to have the Hex token do the things that you want it to do, which is a time deposit. So there's staking, there's unstaking, there's sending the coins from one wallet to another. Some people say like, well, why would I want this sort of thing? You want this sort of thing because it has its value outside of another asset class. What we're doing right now in the world is we're using technology to choose where we want to store our value. And this technology goes beyond, what's up, HOA? This technology goes beyond borders and boundaries. It connects all the world's people, everybody who is able to connect to the internet. And so just imagine a financial system that doesn't have boundaries of governments and instead is chosen by people. This is why we choose to use the best technology to store our value in. This is all the noobs out there, all the noobs that I'm wanting to come here, the newbies that are over in Austin, Texas, that I'm wanting to come here and learn about Hex. I want to ask you, and this is a very timely question. What's up, Facing Reality? I want to ask you the question: should you decide what financial system you're under? Should you decide the issue of currency in your land, or should it be left up to governance? That's a huge question right now, with China having the extended flu lockdowns. There are people rising up, and supposedly they're out in the streets. We're seeing it. If you go to social media and start searching for all the uprisings of the common person, you might be surprised. What else is going on? I just got off the phone with somebody. So I'm going to take those things out so I can hear myself better. Hey guys in the chat, do we have any topics to talk about? For all the noobs, I'd like to tell you to go over to hex.com and read up on that. Also, richardhart.com. Richard Hart right here. That's an acrylic painting from Switzerland. One of our community members is very talented. This is Richard Hart, and he is an entrepreneur. He created Hex token and allowed us to have this this system of storing wealth and exchanging value. Hex is a contract on Ethereum blockchain, so we can't edit it now that it already exists. So we interact with it, and it is the best of today. And so you can find him on Twitter. He's Richard Hart Win. Richard Schuler is his real name. And I'd also like for the noobs to go over to hex.pink. And the reason why is because there's this toggling bar where you can show how much you're willing to stake and how much or how long you're willing to stake. And so it's the amount of tokens and the amount of days, and you'll have an estimated amount of return. If it is that you can't wait that amount of time period, you can back out of your stake, but you will be penalized. And that's what makes this system so honest. There is the possibility that each token increases in value as well in the time period that you're waiting for your stake to come out. So not only are you earning yield interest, not only are you earning hex tokens via yield, but you are also possibly having the price appreciation per token. Now, we've had a dip in all of crypto markets, and with this dip, it's made it to where instead of price appreciation, we've had price decrease. And so some people have seen their portfolios go down. There are waves in crypto as we're experiencing adoption. So like Bitcoin was once 20,000 and then it went down to 3.5 thousand. That's when I was paying attention first. Then it goes up to like 67,000, and then now it's down to like 16,000. So as we're having this adoption in cryptocurrency, and like I say, technology is connecting the people around the world for their choice of store value. I've got a special guest. He's an audio only. It is Trap Gravity at Trap Gravity on Twitter. What's up, Trap?
What's up, bro?
Well, it's another Taco Tuesday, and I'm happy to be in paradise. And I've got a new shirt that was half off that I picked up at some country club.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I just
and I
want
got
to
a
put a
new
disclaimer
haircut
out.
today.
I want to put a disclaimer out real quick that my PFP is not me, but the truth lies within on that.
I don't think
PFP.
anyone can see that because you're definitely not on the screen. I'm able to see it down at the bottom because I have administrative rights, but
Well, I just want to. So do I need to change it back to myself and just tweet it out?
if you
Say,
if
give me
you
your
tweet
thoughts.
something, then I can share it. But I also don't know like at what depth you want to go into that subject on this stream because this is just a Taco Tuesday.
Well, I thought we could talk about it. I thought Taco Tuesdays were to talk about it.
Yeah, why not?
Whatever you
Okay,
want to do. Your
so
call.
hey, Taco Tuesday is meant for more like outreach and noob style conversation, as opposed to like the community converging and deciding things. So like I moved the Hex Guild, which was Hex Foodies, the live stream. I moved it from Tuesdays at noon to Wednesdays at noon, Central US. And so I wonder if you would want to come on tomorrow and talk about it there, or maybe we could end this stream right now and rename it something else, and go forward from there. Because these folks that were on Trap dropped. It says that he dropped. So he probably had like he was geared up to talk about one specific thing maybe. So I've had two people on meetup.com join the Texan crypto group that I've created on meetup.com in order to funnel people over here. And so those new people, I sent out personal messages to, and I said, hey, this is last week's episode. Check that out, because I thought that I did a pretty good job of introducing people to where it is in the world that the Hex token and cryptocurrency has a position. Like, why is it that crypto even exists? Trot, maybe you could speak to that, like the placement of crypto, and like, why isn't it that crypto doesn't die? Like, why is it that the TV continues to tell us that Bitcoin has met its end, and then it just continues to prevail?
Because it's all controlled.
All right.
CeFi. Look, I mean, when you
CeFi,
got
what?
Grayscale,
Wait. CeFi. What does that mean?
centralized finance.
All right.
TradFi.
And
CeFi and TradFi are both the same damn thing. Like they are. Traditional finance, centralized
Grayscale.
finance.
Grayscale, what does that mean?
Look, Grayscale selling Bitcoin at a fucking discount. When you buy fucking Bitcoin through Grayscale, you're buying a trust, or like you're trusting Grayscale to give you your Bitcoin, but they sell it to you at a goddamn discount. It's literally sold to your ass at a fucking discount. Can we cuss on here or not?
Oh yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it, hell yeah. Look, they're selling it to you cheap as shit, and you're not buying real Bitcoin. Like when you go through Grayscale, you're not buying real Bitcoin. That is not on the fucking blockchain. It's not. You're buying it, and they're saying, oh, okay, you want this much Bitcoin? Oh, we're gonna buy it for you. But do they buy it for you? Look at FTX. It is the biggest fucking shit show we've ever seen when it comes to finance and money. It's the biggest shit show we've ever seen in our lives. It's all fake. It's all fake.
How much money has the U.S. government printed in the last? It's like 40% that's ever existed has been printed in the last 8 months. Was that the stat?
Oh yeah. Look, and go. Hey, you want to go deeper? Go after 2 years. Ever since the C word. We're not going to talk about it. Well, okay. Ever since the flu. Ever since they fucking started monetizing the flu.
I mentioned the flu earlier.
Yeah, ever since they started monetizing that, the extended flu. How many people died from the flu in 2020, 2021?
Like two
or three. But
everybody else died from COVID.
They died from COVID.
And the numbers are the exact same amount as the flu in previous years.
Absolutely, dude, you're dead right. 100% right.
All right, folks. Anybody who's watching this and disagrees with us, just take it with a grain of salt and put it in the folder on the shelf to review later. Or
if they disagree, can they come up and like present?
Yeah, totally. But we have 2 people watching, and
shout out to Rags to Riches.
I believe that they probably have similar views to us. And then, folks, in the coming few days, we're probably going to review this. So we have our amount of success to make us believe that we are correct on this.
One other thing I want to say is my PFP is not a representation of myself. I am much taller than those people in that photo. So much taller, like 6 inches at least.
Once again, we can't see shit.
You don't see my PFP?
I see your PFP. People do not see your PFP. Your
put my
PFP is not on the screen.
Let them see it. That's the whole reason I did it, because I wanted people to see the correlation.
Hex on Air says 2 watchers from the Cheesehead area.
So that's
like Wisconsin. There's a beautiful girl from Wisconsin that's at my health food store. I like getting in the checkout aisle. I forget.
You'll go wait, and so there could be open lanes, and you'll go stand and be like the fourth in line. They're like, "Oh, come over here, open." I'm just like, "No, I'm good. I'm just gonna hang out here."
You know that's happened before, but not there. You know how it works. The more you want, the less you get. So you just gotta like ignore it.
Yeah, but hey, try, bro, try.
Oh man, things are looking up and up. I haven't had a girlfriend in a while, but things are great.
Y'all hear that, ladies? Eco Build is single. If one of these two viewers is single, female,
Every
Eco
man
Build is
needs to watch
single.
out right now because the holiday season's coming around. Colder temperatures are coming around, and they wish that they had somebody to cuddle up to. Doesn't really matter. They'll deal with going what below their standards, typical standards.
Hey, as long as they go to these fucking family events and chillhex.com and tell people about Richard Hart, I support it.
What's the sexiest thing you could do? Wear a hex shirt.
Shit, yeah. Tell them all
Hey,
about Hex.
speaking of, do you have a hex shirt?
Oh, oh my
I mean, I'm,
God.
I'm
So
not. I'm not meaning to.
I do have a Hex shirt. I do. Uh, the first person I ever onboarded, she got me a Hex shirt. She had it custom made off Pinterest because like it was like her like thanks, like thank you for introducing me to Hex. And she
Oh
sent it to
wow,
me. When I washed that shit, it disappeared.
disappearing ink.
I was like, but it's a thought that counts to me. Like I didn't care. I'm like, okay, I got another white T-shirt to wear, you know. Even though the Hex logo was like high up, like it was damn near at my goddamn shoulder. But it's a thought that counts.
All right,
100%.
we just got told off by Hex on Air and Facing Reality because they're both Dutch, and so they were talking about Holland being the producer of cheese. So we're the idiot Americans who believe that
Sorry.
everything revolves around us.
Well, that's what our media has programmed us to say because of Wisconsin, the cheeseheads, you know. I mean, look at the Green Bay Packers.
Wasn't that funny? They're the Packers, which means the packing plant
Packers.
of.
Like, are they packing the plant or what are they packing?
Well, I thought it had to do with meat, not cheese, right?
It might be fudge.
Or is it like after? Is it after? Is it after the cow has done its dairy duty? Then they slaughter it. I don't know. The other day I learned that cows came from India, or at least that's where they were cultivated for thousands of years.
What tripped me out the other day about India was I kept seeing India versus Pakistan on YouTube shorts. Have
What
you seen
is
that
what is
yet?
that about?
I
That's
didn't
not
know.
World Cup stuff. Pakistan's not in neither of them are in the World Cup right now.
Hey, we beat Iran tonight. We always tend to beat Iran, don't we?
Yeah, thanks. Spoiler alert. Thanks.
Oh, you didn't watch
I
it?
Not yet.
Oh, shit. You didn't tell me. I didn't know.
Oh, it's all good. Um, let's see. Like I said, I talk about USA's soccer team in third person because I never have rooted for USA. I always thought that they sucked,
I
and
like
I'm all
Barnley.
about
Barnley
team soccer.
Barnley is my favorite club soccer team. But Barnley, shout out to Barnley.
Were they representing gay rights or not representing or like anti-gay rights?
Oh, I didn't pay that much attention to it.
Yeah,
So
I got confused.
I know they won when they had Hex on their jerseys, and then they lost when they didn't.
Um, so what was this Pakistan versus India stuff?
There was some weird shit. There was it kept showing that Pakistan's greater than India. It was just some weird ass shorts. doing like dumb shit, like TikTok, just shit that just dumbs down civilization.
So, I personally would like to go to Iran. I think that Tehran is a beautiful city and in such a wonderful setting. And I would like to learn a bit more about, their culture and their life and stuff. But whenever it was that I last thought about going over there, it was 10 years ago. And at that time, there was a lot of political uh, crap talking about Iran and saying that they were creating nuclear weapons. And I thought that they were the next people that we were going to go to war with. But instead, maybe we sent our special forces over there and didn't call it a war.
I think it might have been more of a digital war.
Yeah, maybe. But at the same time, also, the reason why I was influenced was because I went into this shish kebab steakhouse every once in a while for my lunch break over there in Houston. Houston's such an awesome place with diversity of food within, a few blocks. So there was this wonderful shish kebab place. They would, on the skewer, they would have the tomato and onion and whatever steak it was. And I think that was it. Just tomato, onion, over and over and over. And I forgot the name of the spice that they would use, but it's the red, flaky type of root, I believe. Very delicious. And then you clean your palate with radish, sliced radish. Good stuff. And so there were pictures on the wall of how beautiful everything was and how they had those wonderful arches. I forgot the name of the arches that have the point at the top. And then some fountains as well. And then I don't think there's like Google Earth images from that area. So I'm deprived of that. Anyway.
Dude, you looking like Uncle Rico right now.
I do.
Yeah, with the mustache. I got you zoomed in right now. With the mustache. Dude, we need to get you some hair products.
I just got...
Spike that shit up.
I just got my mohawk done. So I'm respecting my barber and not wearing a hat right now, but I'm loving the Hex Texas hats that I had created. I actually have some of them over there on that table. So if anybody wants a hat and you're in Texas, let me know. I sent out some business cards recently, and I don't know if they're going to travel the world on just the amount of stamps that I put on there. So I'm taking chances there, but I don't want to fool with a hat. A hat's like $20 value. But how many stamps do you think it takes to get something to Canada?
I have no idea.
Like a letter size envelope.
I have no idea.
And then I have the same question for the Netherlands. I have the same question for Portugal and Australia, and the UK.
Just say, if you go to the post office, put your mask on.
Or Karen might come after you.
Karen will come after you. There's going to be a Karen that's going to show up and wreck your shit.
I just hate it so much whenever like employees still wear the masks and then they instruct you or ask you, what service can they do to you? And it's just like, I can't understand what you're saying. I don't have enough perception.
It's funnier whenever you got one employee wearing a mask and then you got another employee not wearing a mask.
And I just see that as a personal preference.
Yeah, if you want to wear a mask yourself up. If you want to fucking fuck your breathing up and breathe inside of this goddamn thing and get less oxygen, go for it.
The one thing that I can see that's like kind of nice is food runners. Whenever it is that somebody's carrying food on a platter right in front of their face, and they're walking to whatever table, then like every, you know, this person having a mask, that's pretty cool, right? But the rest of the shit can go, because I mean, what are we doing? Talking to robots? Is this one step towards robotic?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to learn how to read. For some reason, I have real issues. I can't read when it says you must wear a mask to enter. Like, it's like I have amnesia and I forget how to read, so I just can't. I can't participate. Like, I don't know what the letters I'm reading are telling me, so I'm not gonna. You know, I hate that I offend people if I don't have my mask on. You know, but I actually love it. But I'm always
It's
kind of,
sad that somebody wants you to cover their face. The
dude,
worst
I should
thing,
have
in
fucking
my
walked up to
opinion.
her and fucking handed her a goddamn Hex business card. And they're like, this is why I'm not
Mm,
wearing my mask.
oh, okay. Like follow. Here's the complaint department.
Yeah, like, this is why I don't wear a mask. Here you go.
I
God, I
mean,
should have done that. I
some
should have done
people
the
are
math.
gonna think. Some people are going to start thinking like I'm smarter than you, so fuck off. They're gonna start thinking that like you're a lower class citizen because these things annoy you.
If they're wearing a mask, I already know who the lower class citizen is.
That's how I looked in the airport or on the plane. Whenever I was doing Thanksgiving stuff with my family, you know, you could look left and right down the aisles of the plane, and ha 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 ha.
But y'all
But
didn't invite Keith. Y'all didn't invite Keith.
to this stream right now,
Yeah, why not?
will
Dude,
will
he
you
is.
do me the favor of going into Twitter and forwarding that invite link?
Yeah, got it.
So
So let me.
something like, since we're talking about this, something that's really annoyed me is whenever COVID hit and so many people on social media and out on the street are all of a sudden they're scientists. All of a sudden they know better than you. Um, and I guess what gave them the authority was some anchorman on TV. And then the absolute worst thing that I was seeing were children who never wanted to wear masks. And so they would just like take it off. And then the parent would be like, put it back on. And they would start crying and they would take it off. That to me is really sick, extremely sick. I think I might be able to hear you, Trap, which is not good. Hey, Trap, I can hear you. I'm muting you. All right, cool. Folks in chat, what else do we have to talk about? So in the Hex community, we are friendly towards gays. We are friendly towards whatever worldview you have. But we will attempt to teach you how Hex is a what is it? It's the mental health promoting coin because it has an honest system. Whenever it was that I got out of college and started trying to figure out how I was going to make money and stuff, I obviously had questions about what is the purpose of life and uh, what is God, and as an adult outside of my parents' home. Um, and so eventually I gravitated toward my religious beliefs being nature's law and universal law. And so eventually you learn that people are trying to take advantage of you. So this is why
Everywhere.
This is why Hexicans love this honest system.
But Hex
Because
is not perfect. Hex is perfect, but our community is not perfect. And that's one thing I want to stress. Hex is fucking flawless. I mean, we're about to hit 3 years uptime. What, December 2nd?
December
3
2nd
years
is
uptime.
3 years since the contract was put on the Ethereum blockchain, like woven into the Ethereum blockchain. December 2nd of 2019 was when it all started. And there were quite a few people that were sitting with anticipation prior to that because they were followers of Richard Hart or followers of crypto in general. And so there was a chat room in Telegram app. It's a very popular app for communication and groups and cryptocurrencies and other things. Like it's similar to Discord. So there was this whole group of people who were anticipating this, and then it was written in, so it was released, and then we had a first year of adoption, which was called the Adoption Amplifier Lobby, which allowed people to free claim if it was that their wallet had Bitcoin in it. You were able to free claim a certain ratio without giving up your Bitcoin, without giving up any information about your wallet. All you had to do was be able to have a wallet that did a signature. That's just a technical term of interaction. And then another way that you could acquire Hex was by anteing up your Ethereum into this adoption amplifier lobby. And so this time period happened for an entire year. So the idea was to allow one cryptocurrency to replace all other cryptocurrencies. In my opinion, that's like you had your fair chance. There was this year. I'm sorry we couldn't get a hold of you before then, or that you forgot or had other things going on, like divorces, moving, homelessness, God forbid drugs, God forbid deaths. To me, I haven't experienced divorce, I haven't experienced marriage, but I assume that it's the sooner the better in getting where it is that you need to be in your life. Pow pow, facing reality. So what were you going to say, Trap? I kind of took the wind. So we had that first year adoption amplifier, and we're at the 3-year point. So we're 2 years past that, and there's about to be a party over in San Diego this year to celebrate, and I believe that there's going to be a party in the UK as well. I'm sure there's going to be parties all over the place, and I bet there will be live streams all over the place. Something that's happening inside of our community is with all the worldwide recognition of cryptocurrency, the United States Securities Exchange Commission is now starting to look at cryptocurrencies a little bit harder. And so they have issued some subpoenas to some of the Hexicans, the Hexicans, right? So that's been a hot topic lately, but also a few of these exchanges going down has been a hot topic as well around the world in all of cryptocurrency. Some people have lost their life savings. Some people commit suicide, God forbid. Some people have lost just a little bit. They've understood that people have lied to them. They've understood that people have taken profits for advertising crap to them. So they've been undermined by their own influencer. Like imagine watching somebody for multiple hours per day and this shit happening. So those are what I'm trying to explain is that there's a difference between having your coins on an exchange and having your coins in your possession. And so decentralized finance, DeFi, is holding your coins in your possession and then going to or interacting with the website in order to interact with their pools, where they've got a pool of coins that you have and a pool of coins that you want. And there's a certain ratio of trade based on the price at the time. So in decentralized finance, I could get the coin that I wanted by interacting with that. But if it was that I had an account on an exchange and I wanted to do a trade on the exchange, getting out of the coin that I have into a coin that I want, then I would have to have an account with them and I would have to send them my coins. Now the coins are out of my possession. Like, sure, I've supposedly got them in an account in my possession on that exchange. But what if that exchange goes down? Then I have no recourse. So there was this guy named Sam, and I think his last name is Bankman-Fried. So like, let that sink in to what it is that we understand is happening with language and positions in the world, where spells become reality. And so, like, are you living out your name, what everybody calls you? So my friend Travis just walked in the door, and he's now observing the gift that I have for him.
Oh, you hooked me up at a float spa?
Yeah, I hooked him up with a float. So lately I've been floating in heavy salt water at a place in the next town. And so it's a spa, but you float and I guess decompress your body and arrive at the vibrations that would naturally resonate inside your body. And there's some tones that can be put into the pod in order to help you gain this resonance. But yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried, he is the bankman that is fried, right? He is set up to do what he's doing, right? So that's esoteric or whatever. That is a belief that I'm not asking you to adopt immediately. Instead, what I'm asking you to look at is that this guy ran something called FTX. FTX was adopted by a lot of people, and it was allowed to advertise, even at Super Bowl commercials last Super Bowl, and it immediately got recognition on a world stage. And so there's something behind this, and the reason why I'm talking about it is because it failed recently, and that is not a representation of crypto. That is a representation of an organization that arranged its funds inappropriately. Crypto is meant to be a free exchange of value and a direct ownership without any middlemen. That's what crypto is meant to be, not this bullshit of an exchange. Okay. So I think with that, I'll let it be. Maybe we'll cut this off and we'll start a new one, or something like that. But I don't want to give the people in Austin too much to hate me for. When it is that people are presented views that disagree with them, sometimes they completely look the other way. So I've got about 40 people in the meetup group. That's the Texan Crypto, that's on meetup.com. Like I say, I'm trying to get people that are in the Austin area to come over to Hex Crypto and check it out. So check out richardhart.com. And I think that everybody inside the Hex community should be promoting Richard Hart, not themselves. I'm not promoting Eco Builder, follow me, or I do want you to subscribe, like, follow, maybe find me on Twitter, send me a DM if you have any questions. I do take on personal conversations. It's all good. I
100%. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Dude, I was trying to talk the whole time you were just going, and it just, I'm sitting there talking, and I don't think you could hear me.
Yeah, I couldn't. There for a little while, I thought you were on the
out.
phone with Kev, and so I was like, "Hey, Trav,
Well, no,
I think I can hear
he
your private
called.
conversation."
He called and had another call come in, and I think it just like wrecks the whole mic.
Yeah, that
But
happened
I
to
was
me
still
with
here.
Twitter Spaces yesterday. Somebody called me, and then from then on, I couldn't get in Twitter Spaces for like 30 minutes.
But hey, look, 100% what you just said though. Like,
We need to be
you have
promoting.
questions, get in his DMs. That's how.
Yeah.
This is how I met Eco. You know, me and you met naturally.
We
Like
met
within
in
the
voice
community.
conversation in Twitter Spaces. So I
But then
knew
you
how.
also, said, "Hey, hit my DMs." We talked. Like,
Yeah,
we're not hard to find.
we aren't
We're
hard to
not-
find. The concepts are hard to wrap your mind around. So like we're here, but not necessarily does your mind adjust to the pace that we're at.
And that's expected, and that's okay. Like, you can come in and you can have no question anyone ever. You can know jack fucking shit about crypto or Hex or anything. You can come here. You can ask a shit. I promise you, on my life, I personally, and I think I could say this for you, Eco, too. Like, we will take the time to educate you. And
The
teach
best
you
things
and
in
show
life
you.
are free.
Exactly.
Doesn't everybody know that? And there is a free lunch in
Richard Hart
crypto
has
also.
said that so many times.
There is a free lunch in crypto. Because we're involved in crypto, we're constantly getting like dividends and things like that, where other projects are wanting participation. We end up getting free coins, free value.
Yeah, stake
So
your
we're
head.
we're constantly analyzing new things. There's constantly new things happening in all of the crypto market. So it's keeping us active, or keeping us sharp in analyzing, how is everything evolving, or how does one thing affect another thing? So where,
Dude, I'm gonna get the
yeah,
video of Richard saying the 1%. I'm about to send it to you in Twitter.
okay, here in a little bit, we should join the meetup.com Bitcoin group in the Austin group. And then also Travis has come in the room.
I still have.
He's over.
Travis is there?
Yeah, he's over here in the chair next to me.
Fucking tell him to fucking come slide over. Bring his ass in.
Do you want to sit in that chair, or do you want to sit over here?
From Travis to Travis. Bring your ass, bitch. I hear his voice.
You can pick it up. You have a prescription for that stuff, right? Yeah.
Fuck a prescription. Fuck the
No,
government.
he legally smokes.
That's CBD.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't want to promote people doing illegal shit, but
This you can get down here with the tattoo shop.
So as we've been talking, or as we've been doing the stream, I've realized that I need a jack splitter so that multiple people can have headphones and listen to the same thing, because that's been my issue.
You ain't got no jack splitter, Jack?
I ain't got no jack split. Yeah, so the whole outreach thing, but like if you're in the Hex community, you need to be promoting Richard Hart. He is still the beacon. I've put in another order for some of those aluminum cards from Philip Banks at Philip Banks on Twitter. The aluminum cards are going to have who is Richard Hart Schuler. So I'm going to give them his last name so that they feel more comfortable. And then in quotes, Hart to give them a little bit of insight. But like, who is he? Like, I want people to pose that question and go to his Twitter and go to his YouTube or his his YouTube. I was about to say Facebook.
Texas
Figure out
banned from Facebook down there.
figure out who this guy is. We do have a Facebook group that has like many thousand people on it.
Richard's banned from Facebook though.
Oh, okay.
But you got to realize also,
right in
too, I
line.
think you should say Richard J. Schuler. That's his full name. You can go Google him. The only thing you'll find on him is something where someone fucking went at his ass in Seattle, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, not Oregon, Seattle, Washington. $500. Richard lived in Florida. It would have cost his ass more money to get a lawyer and fly to Florida over this $500 goddamn bullshit. He said, fuck it. He paid the $500. And I mean, but that's smart. Like, just the travel alone would have cost his ass $500. Then a lawyer. Then to fight some little small claim court shit. Fuck that.
So what
Fuck
Trapp
that.
is arguing is that Richard didn't pose a he didn't combat it. Instead, he just went with the flow, paid the $500, and but that made it to where he lost the suit, right?
Yeah, no, he did, but he's told us that. But it wasn't worth it. Okay, is he gonna either pay $500 and say, okay, you won, bitch, you won your $500, or is he gonna spend fucking $3,000, $5,000 to clear his name? You know. And if you look at Hex is just not that way. Like, it's about empowering the people.
And the thing that he was sued about was that he spammed with email, which was using technology at the time to its fullest.
And that's why they call him, you notice they used to label him the Spam King. Okay? They labeled his ass the Spam King, not the Scam King. Not the Scam King. They labeled him the Spam King.
Great point, Trapp.
There's a very big difference in those two fucking terms.
Yeah.
Very
definitely.
Difference.
Yeah.
But people, 90% of our population won't fucking get that.
Because he openly invites.
He's a scam king. He's a scam king.
He openly invites people to say, like, you show me where you got a bad deal. I've always given people good deals.
100%.
No one's ever come to me and said.
Do you realize that's one of the first things? Because, like, you know what I do for a living. And that was a philosophy I had. I told everybody, like, find a better deal. Find someone that's going to sell you the same exact diameter pipe that I'm willing to sell you. Find somebody that's going to do it for a better price.
You work with construction material, so you need to have honor.
Yeah, it's your word. It's your word. That's why I don't advertise. There's zero advertisements. Zero. I have 2 Facebook posts of pipe. By the way, can I just chill? If anybody needs fiberglass pipe in here.
Yeah.
If anybody needs culverts, fiberglass culverts. Fiberglass is the Cadillac of pipes. It will last over 100 years. I can hook you up to 72 inches in diameter. You name the length, you got it. Quote, go and see what they're going to charge you to get some fucking corrugated plastic or some corrugated galvanized steel or just straight up steel. Like, I will murder those prices. So y'all hit me up.
Hey, thanks for retweeting my business card outreach. So I've got a bunch of business cards that were brought here to this space last month for the party. And so it was HexFan Network Victor who brought them from Houston. And I don't know why he left the whole box with me, but after the party. But he did. So I've got just too many
That's
to
why he left it
handle.
for you.
And they
To
might be
fucking seal it out.
they also might be quickly going outdated because like the stats on them tell like how many wallets are staked and things like that. So like we're constantly growing and it's picking up in popularity and more people are staking. So please, if it is that, I guess if you're anywhere in the world, give me your address or an address that's, a business address maybe, or like you tweeted out, Trap, a PO box. Let me know what that is. I'm a Hexagon OG, already wealthy retired, so I'm not worried about stalking you and trying to get into your computer and stuff. So if you're willing, I'm willing as well to, I might even pack a little bit of uh, stickers or magnets in there as well. But mainly, I'm giving you business cards free, and I'll send them in an envelope. So that's the level at which I'm willing to extend myself, is just the envelopes. I wish not to go down to UPS and pay $20 for shipping for a larger item. So those size with US stamps is what I'm willing to do. And I've already got, let's see, like 15, 16 addresses as of like 24 hours. And what else do I have to say about that? And they're already sent out. So
One thing I was gonna say, like with the addresses, why I put the PO box is because a lot of people are really like, we need to practice security here in the space,
yeah.
you know, and so that's why I said, like, look, you can even put a PO box because I didn't want them to think like it's a phishing scam for people to send you their address. Like
And
they
if
could go with a
somebody
PO box.
And if somebody hacks into my Twitter, then because most people have been sending me via Twitter, if they hack into my Twitter, then yes, they do have your username and your location. But I don't mean to scare you.
That's why you get dogs. Get
I'm just a
dogs.
normal dude.
Get dogs.
All right. So, do we have anything else to brush up on? Oh, can I borrow your lighter?
Y'all wanna what do y'all wanna dive into? Now, you can't light the candles yet. I guess we got one candle going. You can't light two. We're not. We're at the bear market right now. Lighting two, lighting two of them. We're getting a little too cocky right now.
Only portions.
Portions. I get it. Okay. All right. Look. One, two. Don't. Get that first one lit. What's that called? A candelabra?
Like your
Yes.
worship thing, yeah.
Where's Travis at?
He's over here hiding off screen.
Travis, get your bitch ass on screen.
He can't hear you because I don't yet have
Tell
the
him what I
jack
just
splitter.
said. Just tell him what I said there.
Travis, get your bitch ass over here.
No, I said
That's
get your
what-
bitch ass on screen.
Oh, on screen. That's what Trap says. Okay, so
Where's he at?
I think we're done here. So do you
So where do
want
we go from here?
let's go over
'Cause
to
I'm ready to murder the community tonight.
let's so either we do that here or we go over to BTC. Austin.
Oh, I
meetup.
fuck those, Rick. That's a waste of my time.
All right.
Dude, those
So-
motherfuckers are so. I'll join. I'll join.
They have been very hospitable to me.
Dude, the dude that runs it is super smart. But I never sent him the fucking Bitcoin hack. But I got the fucking links. I'll send it to him. That's the thing. I didn't want to send it to him and let him do his research. I want to fucking hit him and stream with it.
Sweet. Do you want
I
to do
want to
it?
hit his ass and stream with it.
Do you want to do it now, or do you want to
Whenever you
shit on the
want. Whenever.
community now?
I mean,
Because
look.
I got a new logo just the other day for Hex Futures. If you
Can
want
I go
to,
on a little rant for a minute?
I really want us to do this off of Taco Tuesday and on something else.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Hex. This is more Hex Futures talk.
This is noob talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Th-
So yeah.
this is-
So what I want to do is Hex Futures, not.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna end the stream, and then what do you want the title of the next stream to be? That we're gonna start right after this.
Not your keys, not your coins.
Can we get you on screen or no?
If we're going into the Bitcoin space, hell no.
No, I'm saying for like I'll
But
put
if
you
we're
on
going
Hex
into Bitcoin-
Futures. I'll put you on Hex Futures. We're gonna
Well, dude,
call
I've
it
been building
not
the
your keys.
background. I'm not ready yet. Like,
Okay, so somehow please get your PFP to show.
dude, it's there. Like, I changed it to my profile picture.
Yeah, but for some reason I can't put you on screen. Maybe I'll switch to OBS.
Dude, I loved it whenever I had David James, RG3, Jim Rat Crypto, and Crypto Stylus. Oh, how did those four get together?
Trap.
How did those four get together? Let me think hard about that.
All right, folks, we're calling it quits. We'll be back in a
Hex.com.
second.
Richard Hart
Hex.
went on Twitter.
You know it. Peace.